let's take a pause here. Another pause, as this is crucial. I've explained this, and I need to keep on repeating it so that we understand this part. There are people that they have زاغوا فأزاغ الله قلوبهم. They have deviated from the path, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala deviated their hearts. So the question that rises here, that we have tackled before, is that طيب, Allah, you are saying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is most just. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran that He turned away their hearts, misguided them. وَمَن يَهْدِ اللَّهُ فَهُوَ الْمُهْتَدِ وَمَن يُضْلِلْ فَلَن تَجِدَ لَهُمْ أَوْلِيَاءَ مِن دُونِهِ وَنَحْشُرُهُمْ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ عَلَى وُجُوهِهِمْ عُمْيًا وَصُمًّا وَبُكْمًا مَثْوَاهُمْ جَهَنَّمُ كُلَّمَا خَبَتْ زِدْنَاهُمْ سَعِيرًا. And whosoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides, He is the one guided. The one whom He misguides, وَمَن يُضْلِلْ, then you will never find any wali for them, any aid, any someone that helps them. And we gather them at the day of judgment upon their faces. This is the ayah, I think. And he whom Allah guides, he is led aright, but whom He sends astray, for such you will find no awliya, helpers or protectors, besides Him. And we shall gather them together on the day of resurrection on their faces, blind, dumb, and deaf. Their abode will be the hellfire. Whenever it abates, we shall increase them from the fierceness of the hellfire. You say, but wait, Allah said here, He sends astray. And then at another part of the Quran, He said, from when they strayed, we sent them. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala strayed their hearts. So the first answer to this is that they strayed. So as a punishment for them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made straying easy for them. He strayed their hearts. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, كَلَّا بَلْ رَانَ عَلَىٰ قُلُوبِهِمْ مَا كَانُوا يَكْسِبُونَ, that the sins that they do has heavied their hearts, covered their hearts. So because of their sinning, because this is the effect of sinning, ya akhwa. When you sin, your heart is heavy, your heart is covered. You don't see the truth, you don't feel it. And when you are astray, when you go astray, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes your heart go astray as a punishment for you from the same, that is befitting of the action that you have done, from the same kind, the same type. Not just that. Not just that. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran that the one who, in Surah Al-Layl, that the one who turns away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He makes turning away easy for him. And before that He said the one who أعطى واتقى وصدق بالحسنى. The one who gives and turns to Allah Azza wa Jal, He makes easy for him goodness. And the one who does not give and does not turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes this path what? Easier for him. So the one that does good, Allah makes the path of goodness easier for him. And the one who turns away, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes the path of evil easy for him. As what? As an outcome, a reward that is from the same type of his actions. But he who is greedy, miser or miser, and thinks himself self-sufficient and belies al-husna, and he does not believe in it, we will make easy for him the path of evil. طيب. The last, so this is a comprehensive answer now. Their hearts strayed, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they strayed, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made their hearts straight. The first one is that they are doing sins, so now their hearts are covered and heavy. So when they strayed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala strayed their hearts. So when they belied in the hereafter and didn't want to believe and turned away from Allah Azza wa Jal, Allah made easy for them the path of evil. Allahu Akbar. Justice. طيب. What if someone were to ask, say, like, does that mean that they are never good? They would have never been good? Yes, they would have never been good. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows that these people, no matter what, they would never be guided. Thus, and because of their sins and rejection and misguidance and doing all of these things, they are rewarded with such a thing. So they themselves have rejected, they have acted, and the actions have been done. So as their punishment, this has been made easy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allows them that they continue. And there is wisdom in that, because if there isn't evil, there isn't good. If there are no lies, there is what? There is no truth, no meaning, no value for the truth. And as Al-Imam Salih Al-Fawzan, in his explanation on Al-Aqidah Al-Tahawiyah, he said meaning is found in contradictions, in opposites, or there is no meaning. طيب. And Al-Imam Al-Ajurri rahimahullah ta'ala, in the second volume, in Al-Sharia, I believe the tahqiq of Ad-Dmeji, he said what? He said Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala misguided these people because he knows that they will never ever accept Islam and turn to goodness and so on. Imam Al-Ajurri rahimahullah ta'ala. And I read it to you. So this is repeating a summary of this issue so that you take heed and you remember this and you can cite who from the ulama said this. Anyway, let's go back.
هم كالنجوم علامة للمهتدي